Welcome to The Drive, your commute-sized podcast powered by the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce and ITA Group. In the time it takes to get across the metro, you'll gain fresh insights from Iowa's top leaders, CEOs, innovators, and changemakers who are shaping the future of business. I'm your host, Katherine Harrington, and each week we'll explore leadership, loyalty, and the big ideas that keep our region moving forward. Thank you all for joining us on this episode of the Drive podcast. We're so excited that you're here. We are here today with Dave Keith, President and CEO of Wellabe, a proud President's Council member of the West Des Moines Chamber. I'm so excited that you're here today. Hi, Dave.
Thank you, Katherine.
It's going to be a fun conversation. Yes. I'm so excited. We've already had a lot of fun talking, so it's going to be a fun conversation. So tell us about Wellabe and what you do at Wellabe. Tell us about the organization.
I oversee the company. Wellabe, for everybody needs to know, it's a primarily focused in the health and wealth and senior market. So we serve the seniors with health insurance and wellness solutions. And today we serve almost 875,000 customers across the U.S.
Wow.
And it's been growing quite nicely.
Wow.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
And how do you serve those customers? Is it through insurance agents or brokers, or how do you?
Great question. So we sell mainly through what we would refer to as an independent channel.
Okay.
So that would be independent distributors or brokers.
Okay.
And those are scattered across all the United States. We don't do business in New York. It's the only state we really don't serve.
Okay.
And then we do have a small captive, which we like. And that, by the way, as Wellabe was born out of many, many years ago.
Oh.
So which it was the origins of how Wellabe got to be in terms of selling its insurance products, yes.
And Wellabe used to be American Republic
Exactly.
Insurance?
Watson Powell Sr. and Watson
Okay.
Powell Jr. really forged the path. I tell people I'm the sixth, in the 98 years, I'm the sixth CEO
Oh my gosh.
in this company, yes. And
What a
proud to be here and honored.
What a legacy. That's incredible.
Yes.
Gosh. And so that's a long legacy of a company. And then where did you come from, Dave? Tell us about you.
Yeah. Okay. So original background, I was born and raised in Northern California in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Nice.
Went to school there, met my lovely wife there, been married 38 years. I hope I counted it right. Sorry, June, if I'm wrong. And then moved from my origins of career. I worked in the Silicon Valley. People don't know this, but I was a software developer and engineer in the Valley for a tech company for 14 years of my career. Yeah, software development.
Now
Somehow
insurance.
Exactly.
I'm so confused. How did that?
Everybody says the same thing, right? But I think now it's such an interesting time with technology. I got to insurance through just getting recruited and came by way of Kansas through an insurance company, formed a business out of that company. I guess you could label me as a builder. I like to innovate. I kind of a visionary. It's one of the things my team says, you're a builder. I do like to build things. And so got to Des Moines almost 11 years now, and through an individual, Tom Swank, who's now our chairman. It's been a great ride, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And my wife and I currently live and have for the last almost coming up on 6 years in the East Village.
Love the East Village.
Love it, yes.
Yeah, it's such
Our
a
kids
vibrant.
are grown, so I should say, qualify. I have 3 kids and 2 grandkids.
Oh my gosh. So you're a builder. Tell us about some of the things that you have built at Wellabe.
Yes. So one of the things from a building perspective is we really take pride. Well, I should back up and talk a little bit about the people at Wellabe, because if it wasn't for the people and the culture, I don't think we'd be where we are today. So we're a culture of empowerment. We often say we're a culture of betterment, right? So we want our people to engage in a way where we encourage them to make decisions.
Love that.
Encourage them to lead. You know, I have a simple motto as you lead, I follow, right? Even at my level, there are times I'd rather say, hey, you lead, you're the expert in this. So we encourage our people to then bring those ideas to the forefront and get creative and innovate. You know, traditionally, I'm going to ramble for a second.
No, this is good.
Innovation, I think in a lot of companies for many years has lived on the edges. And it's only brought forth by those who seek to be different. And the difference is they're willing to accept failure to continue to move forward. And failure is not a problem. It's actually a strength to say I'm improving on an idea. And so there's a part of me, and I learned that when I was
Silicon
my young
Valley
career.
sounds like
Exactly.
failing fast.
Yes, and continually refine and refine. So in the insurance world, so the two kind of come together. The insurance world, which is a wonderful world to be in, is based on, I often think of one thing, a promise. Promise will be here in your best of times and in your worst of times. And that that trust is empowered in us. So bringing that and bringing the ideas together, it's like, so how can we build around that promise to make it even much more part of the dynamic of what we do? So
I love that. And you went through a huge brand rebrand.
Yes, we did.
Just incredible. Because your companies before, there were like several different companies, different brands. And I know, W. Dick Camp and her team.
Wonderful.
And just, so talk about that whole just evolution.
That's a shout out to Debbie.
Incredible.
She's done a fantastic job. I mean, we call her brand ambassador.
Oh,
Yeah. So we were, to your point, Catherine, we were a house of brands.
Yeah.
And so we really spent time to say, okay, how could we come back? How could we formulate a brand that was unique to us and represented really the culture and the community we serve, as well as, the customers we serve, and came up with the name Wellabe, which means we'll always be, right?
That.
So we'll always be here for our customers, our employees, our community, right? And so it's and that the Wellabe, just there's a lot of positive play on that, right?
It's so
Be
neat.
well.
And the logo, it's so happy, it's so fresh.
Yes.
Did you do that organically through your team, or did you have some outside help too?
So Debbie led it. We had really an outside team to assist us, but Debbie did a really good job of connecting kind of like the neural network of employees, consumers, distribution. They got a lot of that feedback, tried to distill it down. We went through various exercises. And the truth be known, we were just talking about this the other day about the brand. We had started this work, I want to say like 2018. And if it hadn't been for COVID and the pandemic, we might have pulled it. But our Tom Swank, our previous CEO, said, I don't know if this is the right time for us to you launching a brand in the middle of when no one's around.
Is anybody listening? Hello? Yeah.
So in June of 23 is when we officially kicked it off and launched it. And it's been a slow build, but it's now, I think what we're recognizing is not just our distribution partners and agencies, brokers, but our customers are starting to recognize it, right? And it's not, and it's no criticism to insurance, but it doesn't have that insurance behind. It's Wellabe.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's insurance. Because it's just so happy and friendly and open and loving and community oriented. There's just something about it.
I'll give one plug
positive.
here. I always encouraged by the way our organization works. We're tiny but mighty, so 400 people, right? Imagine servicing these almost 900,000 customers, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, right? And when we changed it, we've been watching a slow increase, and again, due to the fact that we're putting out a lot of content, social media or whatever. So last month alone, we had over 300,000 unique hits to our website, which to me is, if you'd asked me when it was American Republic, if we got maybe 10 hits. Right. And so we're now taking that information and we're generating leads and conversations with those. So we're getting much smarter with, And
people are coming to you.
Yeah. And that's where I think the industry, you probably will ask this question, but the industry is going through this major transformation.
So I was just going to ask that next. So it's evolving so much. So tell us more about that.
Yeah. And so
innovation you're excited about.
It should be said that the underpinnings of it today is AI, right? So agentic AI, not to get too technical, and generative AI, but there's this underpinning. But it's kind of in the industry, there's dollars being poured into it. But really what is driving it is the use of digital using of data, no different than if you had your smartphone, right? And people are so used to using those kind of tools. So take you back, the iPhone was introduced in 2007. And imagine that person, we serve a market of retirement, 65 and older, excuse me. So imagine that person, that would be 18 years ago. So how old are they, right? 43? So they are all in on digital because they're in a workforce like us. And so we're meeting them head on with what they want to work with, whether it's the iPad, the iPhone, the digital tools, whether, it's a tablet, PC, just make it as easy as possible. So one of our things behind where this whole transformation is, our strategic thinking is make it as easy as possible to transact with Wellabe. We don't care if you're an agent or you're a customer. Let's be agnostic. But when it's the customer, let's do it in a way that they trust us and we walk them through this, since we serve in the health space, this health journey, and provide them more than just, hey, we're here to service your claim. So that's where we're headed next. It's actually starting to unfold. Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Help you with your health journey.
Yes. So I'll segue. So one of the things we're doing to really engage our customers, we have an individual on our team, Susan Kelly, who oversees our basically our customer engagement platform. We launched this in the summer. The whole idea is to provide wellness content to our customers in the form of they can go on and watch videos, they can read important things, whether it's mental health, dietary health, fitness, there's yoga, and if they read it, they earn points. And if they earn points, they get to redeem them for things like, and then maybe vision discount things.
It's a customer engagement tactic.
It's exactly right.
Love it.
So we've got about 15,000 members since we launched. So it's been and her and her team have done this tremendous job of really rolling this out to really engage it. And what's grounded in this is the fact that Wellabe is what's referred to as a mutual holding company. So mutuality, what does that mean? Giving back to your members, giving back to our customers in a way that benefits them. And this is one of the ways. It's like, let's give them something that we think we can support them along their journey. We already know we're here for the promise of, fulfilling the claim, but we don't want to just talk to them about the claim. What if we could help them think about staying healthy? Right? And then where we see that ultimately going is, can we get to having like a Fitbit or, where you're, I call it gamification, meaning you're starting to engage them in a way that, wow, they like this content, which, by the way, we keep fresh. We use third parties to support all this. We put up audiobooks. They can redeem points for that. So we've connected all these, what you'd refer to as digital buyers that want to put their capabilities on our site to do what? Specifically engage with the seniors. And so for us, we're trying to create, call it the Wellabe community.
It's like a whole platform.
So we call it Wellabe Rewards.
Wellabe Rewards. I love. Then you get discounts. It's so neat. And you're helping them.
And we want persistency. We want them to stay, right?
Keep them.
It's in insurance, and it is so hard to keep. You hear about this constant thrashing, right?
Idea. That's a really, really unique idea.
And so what
leave it to you all. You're awesome.
What's back to the builder thing? What spurned that was a relationship that started with me with someone I have in St. Louis who oversees. It's called the Global SDL St. Louis Health Innovation Lab. Think of it as an accelerator for health only, and they deal with all senior and I can always introduce you if you're ever interested.
I sure am.
They work a lot with this the state of Missouri, state of Kansas, and they've been up here working with our governor on, because they also do stuff on, they do health, agricultural, and one other, and they are global. So they travel the world. Oh, they're global. But when I engaged with them, brought a team down, and over probably 3-year period, we really started we got impaired by the dang COVID thing like everybody else. Right. So we picked it back up in 21 and then 22, and it really got the ball rolling, and had a small team that worked with their team. And what our main focus was to help us understand how we can engage our members during this journey. Yeah. And not just at the claim. And they brought in, they showed us capabilities that are out there, which, by the way, is amazing to see how AI is embedding more into this healthcare journey for seniors. But they showed us, here's ways you might want to be thinking about engaging members along that journey. And
it's so innovative.
Yeah.
This is so neat.
Yeah, here's an example. We're not completely there, but this is just to give you a data point. Somebody who is at end of life, right, that you will normally see a spike in claims because there might be doing hospital visits and whatnot. The reality is their studies have shown, which are significant, most of those people would rather just be at home with family and die of death in the front of their family. From an insurance perspective, the cost of having palliative care is nothing compared to what the cost is to go back and forth. Yeah. And it's like, well, why not offer that service? We're not there yet, but what if we had members to say, you know what, you could have someone come in your house. I mean, that's kind of our thing. That's a long term. I don't want to sound draconian, but that's you're trying to help them along this journey versus no one wants to go in. Right. Right.
I love your forward thinking. That was going to be one of the questions. It's like, what do you see yourself doing in like 10, 20? I mean, that's
me personally.
So, but Wellabe though, like you're thinking all these really cool pipelines around the healthcare journey. And I love that. That's, and the population's aging. So we've got more and more people that are leveraging your, what you offer. But I just love you're there for that whole healthcare journey and
we're
just
learning
the
a lot
tools and the
from them,
knowledge.
right? So you mentioned, Catherine, about engagement. So we're understanding that not every journey is the same for each individual, right? So and again, I'm going to give a big shout out to the team and Susan. They formed what they called a Be Well Buddies program, which we had roughly about 60 people in the company, 50 to 60 who volunteered to partner up with our customers and once a month have a conversation with them.
To really talk to the customers.
Yeah. And you'd be surprised. Loneliness is one of the biggest things.
Are you going to try to solve for that too?
Well, that'd be hard. but yes, you eventually, yes. I mean, and that's where we've talked to the group out of St. Louis to help us think about that, right? Because they're obviously they're connected with all of the major providers in the U.S. And once every August, they run a convention, basically it's down there. We've gone to it, I think, every year since 2018. And just bringing them all in with the understanding of how do you improve healthcare? How do you get it to, which is what you've heard, it's how interesting it's like top of mind right now, right? With what's going on in the country. But how do you transition it to this value-based care, right? Which is where I think that needs to go. And then I think for us, if they could get it to that, we can start thinking about how do we personalize products whereby we're focusing more on what do you call it? Predictive and prevent, right? I mean, I think the term is, what do you call it? Detect and repair, predictive and prevent, right?
Predict and
Typical
prevent.
insurance is detect, repair, right? Versus predictive, prevent, right?
Yeah.
So I think we need to think more along how can we align our business model in support of that for our customers.
The sky's the limit, it sounds like.
I think so. And we mainly play in that like health and life space. So we're not in retirement solutions or those pieces. But to me, this is it's one that can you engage our customers in a way that from an insurance company that they've never been engaged before. That's a big bet, big leap, right? Because most of them are there to you call, and pay the claim,
and then boom, you're kind of done.
Right.
Yeah, but I love it. I love the innovation and the big thinking, and that's really huge.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's inspirational.
Thank you. And well, exactly. So it's one of my things is you don't hire people and motivate them. You hire people already that are motivated, and you inspire them.
Yes.
Right. My view is how I think of my leadership is paint a vision and then unleash their talents to move that vision forward.
I love that.
And I think too, as the CEO, not just being a good steward, but is that you have to be able to tell that story and connect every employee to that vision, which means I spend a lot of time, and I feel good about it, talking to everybody, right? Meaning I travel too, so it's not but I mean.
Building those relationships within
that
the
they see that I'm just like them. It's like we're all here to solve a problem in support of our customers. So if you get them around that vision, then they start feeling I can make an impact to this. I'm part of this solution. And to me, that's really important. I've born and raised a team person, so it's all about team oriented.
Love this. Oh my gosh. And we covered some of these questions before we sat down. I think you've answered really every single one of them, which is incredible. I guess
welcome.
what are you most looking forward to then for the next chapter in Wellabe's life? Because I mean, you've gone through this huge rebrand, and what are you most looking forward to?
So we just came off of a board retreat
fun.
in September with the management team. It was really good. 3 days, bonding between the board and we do our retreats every other year.
Love it.
And we really focus on we laid out a plan. I won't tell you specifics, but it's really to be this leading digital insurance company that's not seen as insurance, but really delivering on behalf of everybody who touches us, right?
I think that's so amazing. We're the insurance hub of the USA, or at least the second.
Too.
I think Wellabe is an inspiration to all these other insurance companies that are here in our city and in our state. I mean, it's phenomenal what you've been doing. Really is.
Yeah, and I'm honored to be here, and I'm always in awe of the people that represent these insurance companies. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of I call Hall of Famers have come through these doors.
Yes.
They are really good people. So,
really, really amazing people. Oh my gosh.
And Des Moines is a great platform for it.
It really is. Okay, let's ask some of our regular questions on our segment, which is kind of fun. So what's maybe one, you're a leader, we've talked so much today about Wellabe, and you as a leader. So what's one thing that you do maybe every day, or one quirky thing that you do that helps you get up in the morning or go to sleep at night? I know leaders have a lot on their minds. It might be hard to go to sleep at night, or, you're working wee hours, so you're hard to get up in the morning. So I don't know. Tell us something that
So I'm an early guy. So
you're an early bird. Okay.
Like a 4 a.m. early guy.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I get up, I read, do whatever.
What do you read? What do you read when you get up?
So I am right now. I'm going to give you a couple books that I've read that I think everybody should read. Okay. So one is called Leadership Excellence. It's really about the CEO seat. Okay. There's one called Rewired. It's put together by McKinsey folks, and it's more about the organizational aspects of where organizations need to start seriously thinking about rewiring themselves in support of the whole digital and AI. Yeah. And the third one is about collaboration, and it's called The Best Team Wins.
Ooh.
And it's all about teamwork.
I love it.
Most of my frontline managers, I've given quite a few of those copies out because I think it starts to progress all the way up. But so in the morning, I'm reading a book now from Harvard called Change Management because to do what we have to do, it requires change, right? And that's the hardest part of it is the human element. It's letting go of Right?
And change
Getting
is scary
comfortable
sometimes.
with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people want that clarity of, well, what does next month look like or next year? And sometimes when you're changing, you don't really know what that future looks like. You know you've got the vision, but you don't know exactly what's going to happen.
We push our teams to, I say big problems demand small solutions. There's a lot of truth to this, right? There's very much so. And my team has heard this numerous times, progress over perfection.
Yes.
Progress over perfection. And here's the thing is, I steal it from a famous football coach, but chase protection. If you chase perfection all day long, you're never going to catch it, but you will catch excellence.
Yeah.
And that's really where you got to get to. And so it just means letting go of like everything has to be perfect. It's okay. And keep moving the ball forward. But back to that unexpected habit. So for me in the morning when I do get up, most days, except this weather lately, my better half, I often refer to is my light post. She walks with me to work.
Oh, from the East Village to downtown.
Yep. Sometimes it's 6:15 in the morning.
2 miles, maybe 3?
No, about a mile.
About a mile, nice.
And we walk with our dog named Maisie.
Maisie.
And I joke when we get to the door of the building, I take the leash off of me and give it to Maisie on the way back. It's a joke. But I do find that we have such a good time. She is busy working too. So it's between her work and mine, it's a great opportunity for us to have conversations about the day and whatever, the kids.
And you're walking, which is the best form of exercise you could do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, Maisie meets me at the bridge and runs across.
That's so cute.
I'll see
like, hey, Dad. That at some point. I know I will.
That's a good thing. I know that's the quirky part of me, right? On days that I'm not there late, but yes. So.
No, I love that. That's so neat. So how do you stay organized? We were talking in the last episode about making lists. How do you stay organized with knowing what you're supposed to do today?
So
how do you do that?
I do keep a list, right?
Okay.
I do have I keep a journal.
There you go. Okay.
I'm always, I'm writing down things that either inspire me or things I need to think about. Sometimes though, Catherine, my problem is on my list is I put too many things on the list.
Guilty as charged.
Right. So maybe I could learn from you. Which, by the way, best leaders are best learners. So maybe you could teach me something on how to improve on that.
Well, and I have the same issue. I did the journal, I did the paper, and then I realized, okay, I want it to travel with me everywhere. So I have my list on my iPhone now in the notes section, and I use icons to actually signify how important this task is.
Yeah.
And I put in, so like you get 4 stars for super, super urgent. You get 3 for, super, so I have a whole rating system using my icons on my iPhone. Sometimes there's a person in a cowboy hat with, that's just a personal thing, that's that icon I use. So that's what I do. I do lists on my iPhone. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. I love just taking them off. That's my favorite thing. Scratching them off. Just being like, okay, done, delete. Right. So. Yeah,
I think if you have more than, I've learned, if you have more than 3.
Oh boy, forget it. I'm terrible. I've got like 23. So I'm the worst. So, well, thank you, Dave. This has been incredible. Catherine. I just love hearing your journey, your rebrand, all that Wellabe does to serve your incredible, almost. We have 875,000 people that you serve. So that's huge. So
and I would just want to say on our end, give a shout out to West Des Moines. What you do is unbelievable.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Our team, it's our team.
It's exactly.
Like you, we hire the great talent.
That's why you excel.
They're passionate. They're incredible.
Yeah, you let them run.
We collaborate. Here's what we're going to do. And then just watch them fly. They just do amazing.
And I just really like what just the community is such a wonderful place. So
it really is. This is such a great region. We're just so proud that you're part of our chamber, and thank you for helping us grow and thrive and all the exciting things. We're starting an innovation lab ourselves, a West Des Moines Innovation Center. So talking about innovation, we were talking about. So we have to talk offline about that to see how we can. I'd love to get an intro. I love that they're doing healthcare, and we're trying to determine the industries we want to focus in on. But that's our next journey through our foundation. So fantastic, fun stuff. So, thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. thank you, all of our listeners and watchers on YouTube of the Drive podcast. And we'll see you next time, and the West is yet to come. Bye, y'all. The Drive, fast, fresh, and full of ideas for the leaders of today and tomorrow.